What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're starting our day at our Dutchess yard. Rodrigo brought this Chevy up here today. If you saw yesterday's video, you know what's going on. We are bringing this to my buddy's shop to get a full detail on it. The outside of this cab, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but the outside of it is in pretty rough shape. I'm not having him touch the dump body. That doesn't really matter too much, but the inside is also in pretty bad shape. You can see there's a bunch of stuff on the floor. We do have seat covers on here which are saving the seats, but this is a work truck, so obviously it's going to be beat up. We are having a full interior detail done on this, plus a exterior detail. Change the motor oil, coolant low. This thing is ridiculous. Every time we turn it off with the kill switch it says that, but we check it and it's not low. Chevy problems, I guess. But anyway, we're having a full detail done on this. You can see there's a ton of dust and stuff up on the dash. So by the end of today's video, you guys will see the update on it. But we have about a 10-minute drive over to my buddy's shop to drop it off to him. And then we are heading down to our main shop. All right, guys, we are pulling in right now. This is the detail lab. If anybody is from the Hudson Valley and needs their car detailed, this is definitely a good place to go. You'll see the transformation at the end of the video, but reach out to these guys, let them know you heard of them from me. All right, guys, I'm back at Arkell Motors. I have a mirror bracket in here that I got to run in and grab. I had these guys order it for me a couple days ago. They said it was going to be here yesterday, so it should be in here. Hopefully it is. But I also have to talk to them about pricing. I have a bill here from the tensioner and pulleys, plus one belt that we did on the Red International at our Orange County yard. And you guys may know that we used to, and we still do, buy a lot of parts from what used to be Ben Funk International. It's now Allegiance Trucks up in Hudson, New York. We have a very good relationship with them, and their pricing is much better. After getting this bill, my father looked at it and he thought that it was high, so he had me send the part numbers up to the guys at Allegiance and get a quote for it, and the quote came back $215 cheaper than Arkell here. So I need to speak with probably the parts manager about pricing and see if they can match pricing. If they can't match pricing, we're probably gonna stop buying parts from here unless it is like dire need, because this is a little bit more convenient. Hudson is not far from us. It's about 45 minutes from my house, and they also overnight us parts. I have a sensor that I ordered yesterday from Jennifer up there, and it's gonna hit our shop today. So if we can wait one day, it makes more sense to just keep buying from Allegiance rather than coming here, unless they'll start matching pricing. But I don't know what's gonna happen here. I gotta run in and talk to them. So maybe in the future, we won't be buying parts here anymore. But let me run in and grab this mirror bracket and talk to them and see what happens, and I'll give you an update once I get back out here. All right, so I'm pulling out of here, and that went pretty well. The sales manager, or parts manager, I guess, not sales, the parts manager here, super cool guy. He's gonna start working with us and giving us better pricing as long as we continue to buy from them. But we also don't want to burn our relationship with the people up at Ben Funk or Allegiance and only buy from these guys now, because we do have a very good relationship with them. So I don't know how this is going to play out, but obviously it wouldn't work with these guys with the pricing structure that we had. So he is willing to help us out and was pretty much matching the pricing on stuff that we were getting from the guys upstate. So I'm gonna call my father, fill him in on how that went, and then moving forward, if we want to buy something from here, we'll have better pricing. If not, we'll just keep going up to Allegiance. But pretty good trip in there today. I got to get down to our shop. There's a guy there working on our air compressor. We have an Emax compressor hanging from the ceiling in there, and it has not been running great at all. So I got to get down there and deal with him. Rodrigo's there with him currently, so hopefully they're making some progress on that. Nothing too crazy, but I got about, I don't know, 40 minutes until I'm there, and then we'll see what's happening with it. All right, I'm down here at our shop. We got this 926 pulled in here. We're trying to get this SnowWolf connected to it. This one has pins that come out of the bottom here, and it just wasn't lining up right. It wouldn't fully lock. So we've been grinding this down a little bit, trying to get the square opening here a little bit bigger. And then there's also this lip here that we've noticed. We grinded the one off that side already. We're about to do this one, but up here in the corner is the Emax compressor I was talking about. Inside that little gray box right there is a magnetized ignition switch, and the guy came and looked at it. He said everything else is working properly except for that. Basically, it's not staying magnetized, or something's wrong with the magnet part in it. So we have to order a new ignition switch for that. Hopefully that is it for that, and then that thing will be running properly. But we're gonna try and get this thrown on this loader real quick, and then we have this plow here that we put this winter edge on yesterday. We'll pull the other TerraStar in here, take that plow off, and throw this plow back on it.
It's locked, no way.
Yeah, there's a light on.
Lift it up. Lift it up.
All right, guys, so we're pretty much done messing around with this thing. We've grinded this down quite a bit in order to get these pins to lock in, but this pin is pretty far in. It's almost completely through this hitch plate. There is a little bit more of room for the pin to slide down, but that would require even more grinding. This pin over here is a little bit further down. You can see down here, it's almost through this entire hole. So this thing is not gonna come off. So we're not too worried about it. We're gonna pause right there. In the first snowstorm we get, we are gonna take this out in the parking lot here and test it just to make sure this thing does not fall off. It really shouldn't. It's definitely locked on there, but better to be safe than sorry. I'm gonna pull this out into the parking lot now, pull the TerraStar in here, drop the plow right there, and then we'll grab this plow and get it mounted on it. Ricky, look.
The back is disconnected?
That's because those pins aren't fully locked.
Yeah.
So that light's gonna always be on.
Maybe.
What?
Maybe we can try tomorrow, grind a little bit more.
If you have time. It's not that important. It's not gonna come off, I don't think.
You know what, leave right there, and we have time, we change.
You can pull it back in.
Where do you park right now?
Right next, where was it?
It's right here, next to rocks, but you have the pushbacks, maybe it's too tight.
No, come on, I'm a
Okay.
professional driver.
Okay?
Get out of my machine.
Okay. Yes, don't break the door, don't break the door.
No promises. Hopefully it fits out of the door. You think it's too wide? It's not connected? It's not gonna fit. Oh, we're leaving it inside. I tried, Ricky, I tried. Nachos! This is such a nice machine. Who's calling me? Hey, Dad.
Hey, before I forget, Paul called me, sorry.
Yeah?
He said he thinks the chain in this sander bed needs to be tightened.
Oh, okay. All right, bye. Okay. Alright, so somebody taught me on this machine, I forget who it was, one of you guys that watch a bunch of my videos, somebody taught me that this light, or this disconnect switch, can't be turned off until this light is off. Apparently it purges the DEF system, and I didn't know that. So we're gonna wait for that to go out and then kill the switch. Is this not how you open this door? Come on. What does this do? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's weird. It pulls, but it also twists like that. Come on. My cat key is a little twisted. It doesn't work the best. This light takes a while. There we go. Nice. Hopefully there's no cone in front of me. Sometimes we leave cones out there, but it'll be on the ground if it is. Oh, there is one I'm about to hit. Yep, I just knocked it over. Oh, it's getting pulled with the tire. Almost ran it over.
Little quicker. Well, not a little, ni tampoco quicker.
Alright, we gotta get out of here. Alright guys, so we got this plow thrown on here. Super nice plow, especially with this winter edge. If you didn't see yesterday's video, we drew that edge on this plow. The old edge was broken, so we had to replace it, but we also have a bunch more winter edges over there to swap out. The pallet that is all shrink wrapped is all replacement rubber edges. The other 3 boxes over there are carbide edges, just like this one for 10-foot plows. So the only thing we have left to do is swap the fittings on you can either swap the hoses or you can swap the fittings here. The fittings on this plow and this plow are different. That's what me and Rodrigo were just talking about. We need to get all the fittings to be the same. That way when we're swapping plows, we're not wasting time changing the fittings. But me and Rodrigo are about to hop in my truck and go pick up that Chevy. All right guys, we just got up here and this truck looks absolutely brand new. It looks like a completely different truck. This thing was completely caked up with grime. You guys saw it earlier in this video, but
Dean, where's your leash?
got Benny's, one of the owner, has a new puppy. You guys, if you come here and get your car detailed, you might be able to see the puppy, but this thing looks like a completely new truck in here. These guys do amazing work here. If you guys are in the area, look, the detail lab right there. If you guys are in the area and need your car or truck cleaned, this is pretty much the biggest they can do inside. They will do stuff outside when it's a bit warmer if you have a bigger vehicle, but you can find them at the detaillab845.com, or Instagram is the Detail Lab 845 as well. Facebook, I believe, might be the same thing, or it's just the Detail Lab, but they're in Pleasant Valley, New York. So if you guys are interested, definitely reach out to them. But that is going to wrap it up for this one. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.